And hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my first World of Warcraft streaming event. I'm just going to sit here as a quick pre-show, take a look at YouTube chat for a bit, make sure that everything's working, because the last thing that I'm sure anybody wants is for the stream to die mid-event. Everything seems to look good. I'm going to take a look over at chat. And I'm about to be joined by Schultz Brigade. Oh, well, that's interesting. Okay, apparently I didn't set up the correct key, but that's alright. That's alright. I have two people watching. Hello, YouTube. I'm just gonna tweet out the event here. Make sure my OBS is still recording. Very good. And I will be starting this event shortly. No, little me. No, sit down. I know you want to get started. I'm not ready just yet. Not ready just yet. And here I go, starting a call with Mr. Schultz Brigade. Hello, Schultz, are you there?
Yes, I am.
And we are recording.
Ah, I see the delay on the video.
I'm just trying to make sure that all sound is playing right, so those who are watching, please let me know if I'm too loud or the volume from the game is too loud. I would like to make any corrections before starting, because in order to do this properly, I need to have my YouTube sound muted. Isn't that how funny it is?
Yes, it is. What are you giving me that look for? What the hell was that in the background?
What are you talking about?
Something just ran past the screen with, like, green glowing hands.
That is easily explained as another player, because I honestly missed it. I am dual
Like,
screening, but
wolf.
I completely missed it. Please, tweeting out. Please feel free to join in and chat. And link to the stream on hashtag National Video Games Day. And if YouTube wants to know, that's my cat who's whining. Apparently he wants to play too. So, while we're waiting to make sure everything is working correctly, how are you doing today, Schultz?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Was in the other main channel and they were talking about RPGs, so specifically Legend of the Five Rings.
Ah, and let me guess. The conversation came down to scorpions, phoenixes, and crabs.
It's essentially a bet who's gonna die first. Here's the thing, I wasn't kidding.
I believe you. I 100% believe you.
Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, we will be starting up another channel shortly with a few other things that I think you guys will like.
I think you're naming it the Drunken Tarrasque.
Yep.
Okay. Where are my manners? Yes, I've introduced you as Schultz Brigade, but I probably should tell folks where you are from. This is Schultz Brigade from Red Pill Gamers. Yes, I'm also from Red Pill Gamers, but I'm not its leader. In fact, I'm just a humble little tiny contributor, if you will.
I wouldn't say tiny because quite literally what we're going to be doing is the Drunken Jurassic where we're all going to go essentially balls deep into something pretty damn crazy and looking at all the books and making sure that I didn't waste my money on grabbing D&D like books.
Aw, but D&D's so fun. So fun.
Yes.
Alright, let me switch back over to sound. Okay. Hello, 3 people who are watching. Yes, I will get started in just a second. Please feel free to speak and chat, because that's all I'm going to have up is my YouTube and my World of Warcraft. It's funny, I see a Tauren running on one screen and I see a Goblin running on the other.
I like this. What is this shit? Hey, would you like to bring Brandon, the homicidal guinea pig, in?
Um, I guess we can. I, the, I guess the more the merrier. So I guess I probably should just describe a little bit about what I'm doing just before we start. Obviously, a few weeks ago, World of Warcraft Legion launched, and it's been a few weeks now going into it, and Blizzard is getting ready to drop patch patch 7.1. Now, with patch 7.1, reintroduces, or I should say, is the return to Karazhan. And I know that you only played World of Warcraft a little bit, but
Mm-hmm.
you never got too far into it. Karazhan is one of the, well, considering that it was one of the first raids in Burning Crusade, one of the most renowned and famous raids there is, along with 40-man Axaramis and and shit. It's not. It's something where, you know what? I'm rambling because I never played any of the vanilla. I'm sorry, I never played. I know. I never had the chance to run any of the vanilla raids. I'm sorry. Okay. I got into World of Warcraft because a friend who I was going to college with at the time was like, "Hey, check this out, play." So I played for a little bit on her account. Is that your puppy?
Yeah.
Molly's like, "Get on with the show already." She's like, "Hey, come on, play a little bit." So I tried it out on her character for a few hours, and I'm like, "Yeah, I want to play this." So I went and picked it up. Didn't get very far. The most I got on my character at the time was a 33 Night Elf, and Druid. And I really didn't get very far before quitting because we kind of stopped being friends. So it was like, oh, I don't have anybody to play with, no big deal. About 6 months later, just after Burning Crusade had launched, because I didn't start immediately with the launch of Warcraft in 2004. I had started about midway. So, oh god, I need a drink. I picked it up again. I was like, ooh, okay, Blood Elves. Yeah, I'll go from Night Elf to Blood Elf. And I started Penina here. My tune. My main. I've jumped around a lot, but I always keep coming back to Penina. And I started playing, and I was leveling fairly on my own. I figured, okay, if I'm going to play, I'm pretty much going to play by myself for a while. I leveled up high enough to get into questing in Stranglethorn Valley, where I had met just some random player, and I was invited into their guild. And it was a small knit guild of basically friends and family members, so in a way I felt honored having been brought in. I wasn't level 70 yet at the time, but I was leveling as fast as I could, and Karazhan ended up being my very first raid. And it quickly became my favorite. Every once in a while I'll run back just for the purposes of just wanting to run back, but now it feels a little more significant to do so because here comes patch 1.7, which I'm going to bring up over here, the return to Karazhan, which will feature changing the raid, or I should say, making the raid available to higher level tunes, higher level players, as a 5-man dungeon. We can still always go back to the 70 level 10-man raid, but it won't be appropriately attuned for higher characters. So in a way, Blizzard is trying to give us a chance to relive the awesomeness that was Karazhan. Furthermore, it looks like, according to the patch, if I could probably play it real quick. Do you think I should? The preview video?
Would you like me to bring on the two guests if I can get them in?
Oh, are they crying?
Yeah.
They want
Yeah,
in?
I can bring one of them definitely.
Um, Let me guess. Brandon and Star.
Brandon and Rachel definitely in the background.
Oh, I wonder if Rogue Star wants to participate too.
Okay, I'll add Rachel and then I'll add the homicidal guinea pig.
Oh, okay.
And come on.
Let me relink the.
Shut up, dog.
So your dog is whining. My cat is whining.
Zuzu.
Okay.
Hey, Raichu.
Hi.
Okay, and what we have on is the talking
Hello?
about. Yeah, we gotcha.
I guess
We are talking about World of Warcraft.
Oh, now I can mute the stream.
Oh, you mean the crack?
Yes.
Your addiction?
I guess would it be better if I share screen with you guys at the same time that I'm streaming so that you can at least see it live?
Yeah, that
That-
would help.
That
We'll
would
do
help.
it live.
Apparently I cannot share screens. Oh,
Why?
because I'm in the wrong frickin' chat. That is why.
Oopsie poops.
Are we recording now?
Yes,
Yes.
we are recording.
Live.
It's not recording.
Oh,
it's
cool.
streaming.
I'm recording / streaming.
Okay.
So, okay. Brandon, you have experience with WoW?
Hey, wow.
Yeah, I
I played it back before they had 12 expansions or something.
I played for a few days, and I didn't get beyond that because it was incredibly boring for a video game to me.
I
It's
played
like,
back in vanilla,
My stream's
before.
getting hijacked.
and
Send
then I
help.
had about, what was it,
No, I mean,
three
I was
expansions
thinking to
in.
myself, okay, I was hoping to run into some serious enemies, but I kept running into, I don't know if they were rats or wolves or some shit, and I'm like, okay, well, how? It was just kept running into wolves, wolves.
Okay, Katie's going to show, Penny and Chan's going to show the dungeon preview for
I'm gonna
us.
show the patch 7.1 preview for Karazhan. And as I was explaining to Schultz before you guys decided to hijack my chat,
I
my
jacked you.
stream, Karazhan is near and dear to me because it was my first raid as part of a guild. It was my first raid, period. And this is before they started making it easier to pug group, which is kind of redundant, but pickup group dungeons. No, I'm sorry, raids. So there's changes supposedly coming, at least from according to the preview video. There's changes that are coming, and just the reattuning of it for higher level players as a 5-man dungeon instead of a 10-man raid. But I'm going to go ahead and play the preview video real quick. Then I'll hop back over to my character and we're going to go explore Karazhan before they decide
Preview
to
video.
update it. Huh?
Oh, you're gonna
Okay.
get a copyright strike from this one.
I'm not monetizing. I don't actually care
Okay.
about copyright strike. And quite honestly, it's a preview video.
Hey, I just know how crazy they are these days. Just saying.
Yes, they are. Dems is crazy. Dems is
Yes.
crazy. All right,
So
so
Click it.
Get the popcorn! Get the popcorn! Get the popcorn!
I feel like this is kind of like, you have a friend and they tell you in the back of their mind, passively, oh, by the way, did you know I do heroin? And then they decide to, one day show you them shooting up the heroin. This is really super.
stop putting me and my addiction down, Rachel. All right, preview
Saying
video, play.
admitting you have a problem is the first step. Okay,
Well, this is her intervention.
and so
Shh.
Master has been gone for so very long. Preparations must
oh man. So how many wolves did you have to kill to get here?
Shh.
Just asking.
Okay, I do have to ask. Are you sure this is not an LSD trip?
Yeah, I mean, also, does it
I'm-
usually look this
I'm
cool
sure-
playing? Because I remember it looking really, what's the word I'm looking for?
Bad.
Yeah. Like even now.
They've made it a lot prettier. Back whenever I played vanilla, and then whatever the second, third expansion was, I tried it again. It wasn't that pretty.
Oh, is that the guy you have to fight? Those things? Yes,
Yeah, some of these are bosses, yes, that you have to fight, but not a part of Karazhan.
I'm understanding some of the interesting things. Because there was like a guy, I just remember I was trying to see. And
Oh,
then,
this is a grand huge of everything then.
and,
Not just Karazhan.
Well, Karazhan being the crown jewel of the patch, being the crown jewel of the patch, but it's oh god, I'm excited. I really am excited. I'm going to go ahead and minimize that. Ah, no, no, little me. Stand up.
Okay, get in there.
All right. Um, Brendan, when was the last time that you played?
It's been, hang on.
5 years since my last drink.
Let me see if I
Sorry.
can calculate. It's been a long time. It's probably 5, 6 years.
So it's like WoW Players Anonymous in here, ain't it?
So,
The
but
expansion list, and I can tell you exactly when it was.
you remember Dalaran, yes?
I don't remember the names of things. Friends would just tell me, "Hey, do this," and I would show up as my little warlock, and I would just spam everything. And they were like, "You did good. You
Okay,
did a lot
so
of
if I
damage."
said floating city in the sky.
I don't remember half of it.
This
I
looks-
remember. I remember going around and spamming, and all the raids they would take me to. I would just spam, and everybody tell me, "You're doing good because you didn't step on the thing like an idiot did."
You didn't step in the fire like some dumbass did.
Yeah, like that. That got me so many bonus points with these people I'd never talked to before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually
Not an
standing in the
idiot. Good
fire.
job.
Usually
This is a reminder to all of the folks who are watching this. You could be outside right now. You're in here with us.
Are you telling them to Pokemon go outside?
Pokemon Go outside. The fastest way is going to be just flying down to Blasted Lands. Oh. I wish I could name mounts. I really wish I could name mounts because, Schultz.
Hmm?
Cold Serpent? What the hell?
Gold Cloud Serpent.
Can you give it at least a nickname?
I wish I could because guess who that would be? That
Liam?
dragon you killed.
Okay.
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're in a D&D game.
Yeah,
It's not
she's
my
still a
fault.
little bit- She's still a little bit sore.
Wait, you didn't kill it?
Yes, he.
You guys did.
Actually, I'm gonna put Molly there, and I'm going to switch back to.
You used the robot chicken.
Actually, the quick question would be that one or this one. Yeah, this one would be more like Liam.
Yeah.
Does he have goggles on?
No, that's a helm.
No.
Okay, it looked like he had goggles on, like, what the hell?
He's got a helmet. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Now make him poof and disappear like Liam.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes.
Now, you know what? I have to give it... I'll give you guys this. WoW, right as of this moment, looks actually pretty good.
They've done a lot
Visually.
of textures and polygon updates. Where
Mhm.
I don't come to Undercity that much. That's why I don't know where the freaking bat handler is.
Okay, I'll give it
You're
this.
searching for Batman.
I played WoW about 8, 9 years ago? Give or take.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever Arthas and the Ice Knight or Lich King came out.
Okay.
Yeah, mine was X got me into playing it. Ironically, isn't it supposed to be the boyfriend that gets the girlfriend into playing it?
Mhm.
The other way
Actually,
around.
I mean,
Reason-
that's the stereotype. Girls don't play video games.
Actually, the reason I even tried WoW in the first place was because there was a guy, and apparently, we arranged to speak on the phone or things like that, and he would miss those things because it's like, oh wait, I'm sorry,
In the middle of a raid.
we have a campaign. There's a there's a guild. I'm meeting with my guild right now, where we're just gonna go in there and we're gonna fuck those things up. And I'm like, okay. And so he tried to get me into it, and so I'm trying to, give it a chance. Because that's the thing. It's not that I don't like video games. It's just that seemed like a lot of needless grinding, just to level. And I'm like, are you shitting me? Like, how
Yeah,
is this-
because...
like when does it get fun?
Well, with me, I personally love exploring the worlds. My ex went psycho that I just wanted to explore the world first when I bought the game and plunked money down for a subscription. I'm like, can I at least explore the world before I start going through the boss battles and stuff like that?
And that's another reason why I wanted to do this, was for the lore aspect, because I didn't prepare like a full script, but I do have descriptions for each of the bosses, and I do want to. Oh, on your left is where Dalaran used to be before it was transported above Northrend, and then before it was transported above Broken Isle as of Legion expansion. Anyways, what was I saying? I prepared a short script for just talking about the different bosses as we go through Karazhan. But what I would like to do is I would like to take part of this footage and expand it a little bit more and actually do like more in-depth lore details for each of the bosses if I can.
You know what this makes me think about? That episode of South Park where Kenny is on the back of that winged creature with the lady with big boobies. It's like, it's a one more chicken to pay. No.
Okay, one other question. Are you on autopilot?
Mm-hmm. I am on autopilot. This is a flight path all the way down to Blasted Lands. And for those that are just joining us, those 4 that are watching, hello.
There are 4 people watching?
Apparently there's 4 people watching. I am surprised. I am amazed.
What is going on with your life?
So now that you've gotten sucked back into WoW, are you going to have all the raid alarms? Because I had friends, we would be out to eat, and all of a sudden his phone would just vibrate. He'd pick it up, look at it, and go, I've got to go. And we were like, what the hell's going on? He said, I got a raid in an hour.
Yeah, I got a raid.
As far as I know, the guild that I'm in hasn't really started raiding. Most of the guys are still leveling up. Well, most of them, I'm sorry, are already up to 1 point, not 1 point, gee, goddammit, 110. But as far as I can tell, they haven't added any raid events. Everybody's kind of just wanting to do dungeons, get better gear. I mean, because it's only been out like 2 weeks now.
So you just completely skirted the question of, are you going to abandon your social life completely just to go on raids?
We know what she's gonna do.
What made this game fun for me when I was playing was the group activities. And it's kind of why I really didn't play much during Cataclysm, Pandera, or even Draenor, was because I could never really... I would level up, but I could never really get into group activities. I am going to plan very carefully because I don't want playing to overrun whatever little social activities I actually do outside of Warcraft. But that's what I am looking for in this game.
This is why I said I worried about you. It's kind of like watching a friend like shoot up heroin, because this is the thing that I dislike about the way some folks get with MMORPGs, is because there are people who actually have a social life and friends in real life, and a girlfriend or a boyfriend or something like that, and they could actually be out there, doing stuff. But instead, they're kind of like, no, I'm not going to go hang out with you guys anymore. I'm going to go here and go with my guild and raid.
The only thing that I did was I created a guild event for Thursday. And hopefully it doesn't take very long because it really shouldn't. I created a guild event because I want to go back and do some of the older content for the achievements, for titles, and for mounts. And I have a couple of people who are interested, and again, it's just quick runs because now we're like overpowered for what the original content was intended for. And it would just be short little interactions.
Oh, good. It sounds good.
A long way of saying, I won't be sucked in that badly.
Correct.
And I added that badly.
So is that your way of saying I can quit whenever I want?
Okay, Rogue Star is talking in chat. When I had mentioned that there's 4 people, is like now 5 people, or was a whole new world. I guess when I was when we were passing the hole in the ground. Uh, Someone please help me. As far as I can tell, I am in a land with, I think, elves. And then he says Ben doesn't have a social life. He's like, you keep fluttering from 4 to 5 to 4 people. And then he's like, lies.
I still laugh. Here's the thing. WoW should be the perfect for me. I don't have a social life.
Oh, don't say that, Mister.
But yeah, you have
I
us.
run Red Pill Gamers.
Yeah, you have us.
And
Like,
you have your
that's-
DMing. That you're saying DMing is not a social life?
Yeah, that's not a social thing.
I can hear the shut up coming.
You know,
Well, wait, Brandon?
this right now is actually pretty social. I'm serious.
Yeah, who says that WoW can't be a social thing?
It's not.
Yeah, it only requires.
Wait. Do you count a guy just screaming at you because your character moved 3 inches away from where he quote unquote should be social?
No comment.
Autist rage.
No, but actually, here's the thing. I actually like the environment, how it looks. And I think this is what always gets me with most games. If it looks good like this,
Well, see,
it's
it's kind of sad because you missed the reshaping of most of Kalimdor and Eastern Kingdom, because during Kata they basically revamped a lot of areas. There was a place in Kalimdor that was Desolus, the Desolus area. Like through Cataclysm, like half of the area went from like desert and barren to the center of it being like lush and green. Like what the fuck? You kind of defeat the purpose of it being desolous.
desolate.
There's another area, Thousand Needles, where it was just basically lots of like high mountain things that you have to literally take elevators up and down from the cities that were perched on top of these little plateaus to doing questing on the lower level. Yeah, that entire area got flooded.
You know what the perfect thing to say is right now?
What?
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Okay. Let me show you something. In order to get down here, we flew all the way from Undercity here, and we're going all the way down here.
Why didn't you just teleport?
Because I don't have a teleport to... Shut up.
Yes,
I just realized I am such an idiot. I really am an idiot. I could have gone into the Master's chambers, the Chamber of the Guardian, and fucking teleported to Karazhan from there. I am such a fucking idiot.
I know. Yeah, you are.
I'm like a bird.
Wait, guys. This explains Deco a lot.
Shut up.
I thought you wanted to take this hour-long journey on purpose.
Well, it's
Because that's what I was thinking from the beginning. So I'm like, why the hell isn't she just teleporting?
it's filler. Before there wasn't
This is too much filler. This is like,
there
how long
wasn't
have you been
before.
on this damn bat now?
Okay. I've only ever
Forgive
seen
you.
the teleport once. And to tell you honestly, there was no easy way of getting to Karazhan before the launch of this expansion.
So you didn't think of like getting to Karazhan before you started the stream?
No, because I kind of wanted the journey there to be part of the stream, but you want to ruin it. Screw
Why didn't you
you.
take a boat?
I'm not ruining it. I'm making it better.
Why didn't you get on a boat?
Rogue Star's like filler.
Fill not fill her.
Just get on the boat.
I'm sad. Vol'jin's dead.
I'm also sad. Or totally
Volji's
dealing with
dead.
a 14-year-old.
I know, spoiler alert. I know, spoiler alert.
What are you talking about?
What's that
The
your
the head of the Dark Spears, the leader of the trolls class that you start off that you can start off as, he was named War Chief at the end of uh, Mists of Pandaria because Thrall had first passed the mantle to Garrosh Hellscream, who then kind of went crazy and needed to. Oh, hi. Hello. Uh, he kind of went crazy and needed to have been dispatched real quick because he bombed Theramore Isle, which was Jaina Proudmoore's not home, but it was like a place near and dear to her with lots of innocent people. Yeah, he basically Hiroshima the entire place for like no other reason other than to start to start a war. So, yeah, Garrosh was
Okay,
killed
I'm
during.
So,
starting to understand Deco more and more.
so
Yeah,
let me ask you a simple question. Now that I've let you get all the way, this far out, do you make sure that like all your equipment's ready and
yes, and I've actually been debating: do I want to strip some equipment down to make the bosses last longer, or do I want to instant kill them?
Ladies and gentlemen, she's asking for a quickie or a long one.
you need more filler, right?
Yeah, make the boss feel good. Make it feel like he got what he worked for.
Okay,
The climax.
Well, okay, maybe he's like a one-pump chump. We don't know.
come on, come on, Gate. Thank you.
I don't know. These monsters, they go down.
All right, Burning Crusade.
You know what the funny thing is? When we go quiet, I hear the stream that I have running in the background of this just to make sure, and I'm hearing the retarded things I said.
Oh, they're not that retarded.
Yeah, they're not Deco levels. I don't have to worry.
Thanks.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay, so we have entered into the gatehouse.
I'm gonna go get to my screen.
And this is the beginning of Karazhan. I'm not even going to do. What is this? Please don't tell me this. Yeah, I'm not even doing the servants' quarters. It really is nothing but a lot of trash, and contributes nothing to the overall raid. So, sorry anybody who wants to yell at me for not doing servant quarters. We're gonna go and do attune,
Shut up, dog.
and I'm just gonna kill all this trash on the way there.
You're a psychopath, just killing people like that willy-nilly for 1 million damage almost.
Well, I am 105, and these are level 70s. That's why I was wondering, do I want to strip off some of my armor to make the fights last a little longer?
Well, here's the thing. You got Rogue chanting for you to strip, but I think he needs to throw you some Patreon dollars before that can happen.
I think so. I won't tell him about the mod that actually makes all the females actually naked.
I'm guessing Blizzard doesn't get too antsy when you put mods in there.
Um, add-ons are fine. They just don't like the bots that are supposed to do like auto stuff. They want you to actually be sitting at your computer. But add-ons, they don't necessarily have a problem with like extra maps. Like my interface add-on down here is one thing. Healbot, which I just decide I'm gonna just have running the entire damn time. My damage meter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this in somewhat style. So I'm going to take off.
Okay, see? Roguestar, you're getting happy. She's stripping for you.
I'm gonna
and look, she can play a female character.
shut up. I'm gonna take out my festival purple dress. And those
Wow,
are...
it is a miracle. We got a girl. We got a girl. Katie playing a girl. I've
Yeah,
never seen that happen.
I haven't either.
I'm going to...
You knew this was going to happen when you brought me on.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I should have known better. I should have known better.
You should have done it by yourself. Is that what you're saying?
No, not... It's not what I'm saying.
Your inventory's a mess.
No
Oh.
kidding.
Yes, I've been given.
I'm just trying to dump off some of my stuff. You know what? Screw it. I will organize it later.
You're not fool.
I am not interested. Some of this stuff I can sell.
Okay, can I just say something?
No.
Please, no autism right now.
What, me?
No, he's talking to me.
Perfect. Left
I
track.
know the excitement. I know what you do. Remember, you want to make sure the guy lasts long, and you got to be perfect for it. Shut up, Rachel.
I'm sorry. How long is this stream supposed to be?
Until I'm done.
Until she's dead.
Roll me a d20. Sorry. Okay, we're gonna be teasing. We're gonna be joking.
It's okay. It's okay.
I like your wolf.
Thank you. I
Just
like my
see-
wolf too.
Just so you know, those sighs. That's exactly how I feel as a DM.
I really don't want to get rid of that, but I have no more use for it. God damn it.
What? What are you trying to get rid of?
Is that your heal bot?
No, that's not my heal bot. That is my repair bot / bank.
Oh.
Is that a mod or a real thing?
No, that's a real thing. That's part of being an engineer. Grease Monkey Guide teaches a follower. I don't care.
There we go. Here's the D20.
And
fuck?
the peanut gallery in the background. I love it.
You know what? I love your family in the background. The
Okay.
best laugh track.
Oh God.
And that's pretty much all the space I've got. So, yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah. Bow.
Yeah!
Chicka.
Oh, that's nice stuff.
Now, why can't we have a female character like that in a D&D game?
Well, because Pazuzu likes to play guys.
I'm going to take off the tabard. I'm going to take off the belt.
Then again, I play a chick.
I'm going to take off the shoulders. I guess I could leave on everything else. I'm still way overpowered for this.
Come on, you just go naked.
No,
Yeah.
because naked actually we already tested this. Naked I would die. You know what? No, this is still good. All right. We have the first boss. Midnight / Attunement, the Huntsman. And let me bring up my little script real quick. Basically, yeah, I wanted this to be a nostalgia run that I wanted to do prior to the release of 7.1, when we get to return to Karazhan, as it has changed from a 70-level 10-man raid to a 5-man dungeon for new and existing players during World of Warcraft Legion. This is going to be as quick of a run as I can make it, but I still want to showcase some things about the bosses, so hence why you saw me stripping.
Oh my.
But like I mentioned earlier in this video, I want to see about re-releasing this. There's a lot of noise pollution. sorry, Schultz. I want to see about re-releasing this as an extended video where I get to talk about more of the bosses in depth and the lore surrounding Karazhan. And hopefully this would be like the prelude to other videos, so those who are watching, thank you if you've come this far. And if you want to see more of these, please let me know. Leave comments, leave me likes, or, you know, if you dislike it, fine, go ahead and dislike it. I'm sorry. But yeah, and then from time to time I'll be checking up on the chat in the chat in YouTube. And yeah, Attuned the Huntsman. The Attuned the Huntsman is the proud owner of Midnight. This information that I'm providing is coming off of WoW Wiki, but again, I'll provide more information in a later video. The strongest horse in the stable, which is Midnight. If his horse is put in danger, he will rush in to defend and destroy the attackers. As the first and easiest boss in Karazhan, he is considered a gear check for any adventurers who wish to delve deeper into Karazhan. Attunement is optional. It is not necessary to kill him in order to proceed with later bosses. But again, it is considered a gear check, so if you wanted a good idea if you're ready for the rest of the raid, you probably did want to take down this boss. So Midnight, I'm sorry, buddy, but I'm gonna sit right here. I'm gonna have to put you down, man.
Are you gonna hurt the horsey?
I'm gonna send you to the glue factory.
Oh my God, no! No!
Why are you doing that?
No!
And there goes Attunement. Yeah, you can smack me with your sword a bit. Ow.
See, ladies and gentlemen, she's into BDSM. She's into the kinky shit.
And that's right, smack me hard. That's right, smack me hard.
Oh. Was that
Yeah.
the boss?
That
Yeah,
was
There's
the
just
boss.
all three.
You know what?
Oh, he was made of paper mache.
You know what? I feel like this would be the best opportunity. I've never gotten the mount from here, but that this would be great. And I'm going to jinx myself for doing this. If I could actually get the mount drop.
You're right.
Nope. Of course
Big surprise there.
Of course I didn't. You know what? I'm still way overpowered. I'm going to take
That's why I
off.
told you.
I'm
Strip.
going to take off
Yeah, just how much can you take off?
my gloves. No, those were my bracers. I'm going to take off the gloves.
Get rid of the pants.
You think so?
Yep.
Brandon, you're literally telling her to take off her pants.
Yep.
Stop.
Take off your clothes.
She's supposed to be entertaining people, right?
You know what? I'm going to take off the... Yeah, I'll take off my pants for you, Brandon. You won't be able to see it, but I took off my pants.
Oh my.
Alright, so that was the first boss.
I mean, you're also going commando. Like, do you have underwear?
Well, I mean, I do have underwear on, Rachel. I do have underwear on.
She has magic Mormon underwear.
See?
Oh, okay. Well, that's an okay.
I mean, but instead of doing the raid like this, I'd rather have my nice, pretty purple dress. Thank you.
I think it would be hilarious if you were naked, though.
Right, Pens. Not really watching the YouTube chat. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. I just am not watching it all the time. Rogue.
Hey, Rogue.
Alright.
You in there, buddy?
The only reason for coming up here is to just highlight that there was another boss that was put up here for the pre-Wrath of the Lich King expansion, which was Prince Tenris Mirkblood. He was introduced on October 22nd of 2008 as part of the Skur's Invasion World event. The precursor to the World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King expansion. He could be found in Karazhan, secluded in the guardhouse, which, if I'm correct, is this section over here, so just up to my right? I don't know my directions. Up to the
Yeah,
right.
you know,
Here's the thing. You're a woman. Pull over and ask for directions. It's okay.
you know, I had a thought.
He would be in here. Is this openable? It is. He would be in here.
Okay.
Let me get rid of all of you because you suck. You all suck as rangers. I can take you in my dress. Um, he, yeah, this is right above the ballroom where Morose resides, which will be the next boss that we'll encounter. His death is required to loot the papers with the objective for the quest, Chamber of Secrets, which is kind of funny considering that Harry Potter was popular at the time. Yes, Blizzard loves throwing in the frickin' Easter eggs. The quest was given in all major capital cities and near Light Hope Chapel. Again, this was all just pre-event stuff for the Wrath of the Lich King expansion. He was initially supposed to be removed from the game November 4th of the same year, so you only had about 2 weeks to actually do the event, but they left him in as a temporary boss. And he also dropped the item Arcanite Ripper, which was a epic axe, and one of its use functions was to basically turn you into a undead metalhead with a literal axe guitar jamming out for like a minute cooldown. It was kind of cool. I will feature the picture of the Arcanite Ripper a little bit later, but it was kind of cool. Just the little in-game stuff that they give players little perks for. So now on to Morose. I don't like you. Your hair's prettier than mine. I just killed you. Oh, your hair's prettier than mine too.
Wow. And this is why you don't play chicks, isn't it?
No comment. Hello, Mr. Mage Chan, who has joined the YouTube chat. How are you doing? Okay, so have to run. The only bad thing about Karazhan is that there's a lot of running back and forth. It is a huge raid with like a total of, not including Prince because he was removed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bosses. 12 because of the Cervic Hoarder randoms. Like the random bosses that would come up.
Mm. You know, I had a thought process just now. Wouldn't it be possible, hypothetically speaking, to have, like, magic underwear in a game? Where you could have, hypothetically, like, plus 10 panties of seduction?
It's a game. You can put anything in a game.
I know. I just thought it would be funny.
Alright.
Is that what you're wanting for your
I remember how annoying this room was to clear. Oh, hi. Wolf pulled all of you. Okay.
Fireproof undies.
Oh, you just pulled stuff you weren't supposed to, noob.
Well, my dog is literally standing in their path, which makes me wonder, should I put my dog away? And I'm getting a knock at my door, so I'm going to mute myself real quick. Talk amongst yourselves.
Who let the dog out? Who?
Is that her family showing up to have an intervention?
I think so. Those of you out there who play WoW, there is hope for you out there. It's not too late. You can go outside.
And now he's going to come back online.
Well, you don't even have to go outside. You can just do other things.
Exactly, there are other activities out there, like mountain climbing, for instance.
Or hiring a hooker.
Richard. It's outside.
Or hiring a hooker.
Yeah, hiring a hooker. Or maybe starting a business.
Katie, just leave.
No, she's gone for a little bit because she had to
Someone
people
knocked
at
on
the
her
door. I think they're having an intervention, which may or may not mean that we're stuck in this stream forever without a Panunu, because if that's the case, they've got a therapist there waiting on the couch saying, "We all love you very, very much."
Did you just say
Uh,
furry much?
no, we all love you very, very much,
Okay, I
and
thought you said furry for a
and
second. Like,
we,
what
we
the
care
hell?
so much about you, and then they all have like their letters and stuff saying like, "Dear Katie."
I've returned him. What, dear Katie? What now?
Hi.
Hi. What did I miss?
So you're just having a revenge.
I think Rachel wrote you a love letter.
Again.
Well, if we were having an intervention, I'd say, "Dear Katie, I
You know
watched
what? I'm just gonna
you
go ahead and
grow in
clear the
many,
room.
many ways."
I really hated this room.
Because I
Why?
care about you so much.
No. You're doing Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, but you want to see how many times they're missing me? This is not even funny.
So you're
Miss, miss,
basically
miss, miss,
almost
miss, miss,
naked.
miss, miss, miss.
You're almost naked, and you're still kicking their asses.
Yep.
You're way
I-
overpowered, Pierce.
I'm way overpowered for this. Even in a dress.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty dress. I
Belt
think,
of gender bending for Deco.
Thanks.
is it
although-
bad that I often picture Deco in like a wizard dress?
In robe.
No.
Dress.
Okay. On
Are you
to...
saying Deco has to gird his loins?
Yeah. Well, you should always gird your loins. I mean, it's important.
Okay, what is this room?
This room is the banquet hall. This is where the second boss and first mandatory boss of the raid is, Morose, which I'm going to target. And let me explain a little bit about Morose. Morose, also known as Morose the Castellan, is Karazhan's steward and can be found tending to guests in the banquet hall. Along with 4 special invited patrons, Morose fights any uninvited guests to the death. Morose is the second boss and the first mandatory boss found in this raid instance, and his defeat allows for the event known as the Opera to happen.
Oh.
So, obviously, you can see all of his phantom guests and skeletal servers.
Puppy.
Ah, and of course I was gonna pull. Fine, I'm gonna dance on your table, with the fish and the pig and whatever. I don't care.
Yes.
I'm gonna pull you all. I'm gonna pull you all.
Surprising, she doesn't get restraining orders.
So where are the pirates at?
There's no pirates here.
There's no pirates?
Which one's the pirate one?
Why did you bring us here? There's no pirates.
I remember doing the pirate one.
You know, I do like that there's, marble floors. It's nice. It's classy.
Hey, die. You're not allowed to live. Okay, so here we are with Morose,
How much is making sense right now?
who was also the guy who was talking at the beginning of the preview video, because of course he is the steward of Karazhan. Sorry, Morose. The master isn't deep in his study. Of course he is, but we're not here for them.
She's killed a butler? That's not very nice.
Yes.
Here lies Morose.
It's not very nice. Killed a butler.
Now I understand why people who come from video games move to D&D turn into murder hobos.
Mm-hmm.
No, it just smacked me really, really hard.
Yeah,
I
see,
must have been
I started tabletop and then went to the WoW. That's why I didn't like it.
You know what the was weird thing is? I had those games on the PS2, like Baldur's Gate and all those things, and I had that fun time, like, making up my own stories, what they're saying before they talked. I'm that freak of a kid.
You weren't the only one, trust me. And it's so funny because Busta saw me playing this in the earlier days, again, Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King. He's like, why are you just going into that giant's cave and murdering him. What did he ever do to you? It's like technically nothing, but he's a giant and he needs to be killed.
Murder hobo.
Yeah, you're a murder hobo.
Let's see, what's up with the chat? I did that haul a few times. Yeah. Yeah. There's certain parts in this instance that I remember that seemed like a lot harder, used to take a lot longer to do. And
Like
my
how you-
frame rates dropped. That's interesting. Why'd my frame rates drop?
Well, here's a question. You're at level 105. What is the max level for this new expansion?
110.
Ooh.
How much time have you been fucking invested in this motherfucking thing?
I've been off and on. Again, I didn't really play a lot during Cataclysm
So-
or Mist of Pandaria or Draenor, so that's 3 expansions that I don't have a lot of investment in.
So basically a lot. Yeah.
So in short, you binged at this last time.
So this is like okay. So
Pretty
how,
much.
How many dollars? So how much a month is it to play all this?
It's 15 a month, but if this is pretty much one of the only games that you play, 15 a month for playing anything is not bad, considering that new games cost $60 a month.
But eventually, you rack up like $60 though. Or-
Over the course of 4 months, maybe.
yeah, but I'm saying.
Well, the thing is, the expansions cost too.
Well, yes, the expansions cost too, but you only pay for the expansion once. You pay monthly in order to keep playing.
Hmm.
And expansions come out, what, every 2 to 3 years?
That's that to me. Maybe I'm too much of a Jew. That's a little expensive for me.
Yeah.
But it's subjective value.
No, yeah.
If a person is playing Warcraft like 24 hours a week, it's well worth their investment. But for somebody who picks it up maybe at most 4 to 6 hours a week or less, then yeah, then it seems kind of ridiculous.
I just can't
Yeah.
stand the grind.
Yeah, that might have been what was taking me out of it because there's a lot of grinding, and that's.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the architecture. I'm more interested in exploring, like a splunker.
No, I like exploring too. I really do. But again, for me, the fun of it was the group activities.
Wait, did you just loot like 5 silver? How hard up were you for cash?
I don't know. I'm OCD. I don't like seeing sparkly bodies. All right, we are
No,
now-
that admits she wants to destroy vampires.
No, she's just that's her, the Uber Jew. Found a penny on the floor, gonna stop and pick it up.
Well, you said something about vampires. We are actually now traveling down the guest chambers, which leads to the Maiden of Virtue, but we first have to pass the night mistresses and concubines.
Oh,
Isn't
Take
that
those
lovely?
fangirls.
I liked how earlier you killed a chick because her hair was nicer than yours.
Oh, bitch, you're wearing my same purple dress. Fuck you.
And you have just proved that whenever women see another woman wearing the harem dress, they try to gouge out each other's eyes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then they try to decide who wore it better.
Hi, bye.
I mean,
So I said, yeah, but that'll cost you extra. Interesting little speech bubble. Well, what does it cost for that, huh?
oh, they're wearing
What does
your
it
dress.
cost for that, huh?
No. Wait, it just costs a scorpion to do their job.
Hey, my bow of penetration.
You're not gonna make this. You're making this easy, is what I'm saying.
No, it's never that easy.
It's never that easy when you have a bow of penetration.
Okay.
Yeah, blowing your loads.
Hi,
Hitting them
guys.
right.
Bye.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
All right. The Maiden of Virtue. Hi there, Miss Maiden.
Her hair's nicer than yours too.
Yeah, her hair is nicer than yours. You gonna fuck her up?
Yeah, and I want her dress too. That's a pretty dress. I don't like the boots,
Is
but...
is it a drop?
No, unfortunately, it's not a drop. I wish it was. Alright, the Maiden of Virtue. The Maiden of Virtue is a titanic watcher-like boss in the guest chambers wing of Karazhan, which we just entered. She is, ironically, being the Maiden of Virtue, put behind the rooms that are full of ladies of the night. It is unclear how this happened or who sent her. The Maiden is optional. It is not necessary to kill her in order to reach other bosses. But she supposedly had good drops, so bloop.
Hey, but she was nice.
Why did you shoot her right in the neck?
And she was a virgin too. You killed a virgin just because she had drop items.
She's a maiden of
She was
virtue,
jealous
not
of
a
her
maiden
clothes.
of virgin.
Okay,
You're
what do you
jealous
think
of her
virtue
outfit.
means?
You shot her in the neck.
What do you mean? What do you think it means to be a maiden?
I don't know, Rachel. What does it mean to be a maiden?
It means you've never fucked anyone.
Now, these pillars, if you ever were interested in the reason why devs design rooms the way they do, she used to do an AoE attack that you'd have to hide behind these pillars for until she had finished, and then for range to come back, or for any damage to come back out, damaging players to come out to be able to strike her down. Some of these fights used to take like up to 5 minutes. It wasn't
And now
until...
you can just shoot her in the neck.
And now no, I shot her between the eyes, man. I shot her between the eyes. Rach is
Shot
right.
her between something.
Oh, that's just sad. I mean, you just had that virgin chick like guarding these hookers. You
I
took her out.
forgot
And
what
you had
was...
to use the penetrator on her.
I forgot what was downstairs, but I know that that's not where we need to go next.
You used your bow of penetration too.
We are now on our way to the Opera Hall. Should I let the audience stay? Should I?
Why don't you watch the show?
Well, the funny thing is, I'm part of the show. They don't know it, but I'm part of the show.
Okay.
Okay.
Do they know you're a furry?
Alright, actually, let me get like a nice shot. Let me get a nice shot. I'm ignoring that comment. A nice shot of the Opera Hall.
She went robot-y. What was said?
She's something about
What was that,
Rachel
Rachel?
liking furries.
No, I didn't say that. I said, do they...
Well, no, that is technically true. You do like her, Rachel.
Actually, no, I said... No, I said, do they know you're a furry?
Okay. The Opera Hall event is a set of one of 3 scripted sequences that occurs in Karazhan where players fight a series of mini-bosses and bosses based on popular titles such as Red Riding Hood, Wizard of Oz, or Romeo and Juliet. The
Last one sucks. Sorry.
It's funny because when we get into it, they kind of changed the names a little bit. So instead of it being Juliet, it would be like Julia. And like Wizard of Oz, instead of Toto, it's Tito. Instead of the Tin Man, it's Tin Head. It's kind of funny that they changed the names around, but you know exactly what they're talking about. In order to find out which event is on a single, like, this is some, like, cheats that some players used to do. In order to find out which event was on, because you don't know until you're up on stage, a single raider can strip and start the event. The rest of the raid would wait in the pit below, and if it was Red Riding Hood, the raid was safe to continue upwards because the boss wouldn't engage until you talk to the grandmother. Other events unfortunately start right away, so therefore the stripped person dies, their armor doesn't take damage, and then the rest of the party can proceed upwards.
So what exactly are you gonna do?
Well, it doesn't matter for me, I'm just gonna fight them in my pretty purple dress. After the event, the door on the side, which is gonna be the left side here, stage left, or is that stage right? I can never tell. The left side from our perspective.
Catch stage left.
Okay, great. will open, which leads to the next boss, the Curator. Successfully completing the Opera event will enable you to reach the side entrance to Karazhan, letting you basically recover from wiped failures more quickly. So, there's certain other bosses later on in this raid do similar things, like they prevent trash mobs from respawning. So while they might be optional, for most groups, especially if they knew that they were going to wipe a couple of times, was a little more advantageous to just clear them.
So, how many more bosses do we got to go?
We have a couple of more. One of them we're going to skip because unfortunately I never did the event to unlock him. But that's okay. I'll come back later and I will, not this stream, but I'll come back later and complete the quest line in order to do him.
Oh, so you can do him.
I'm going to do him. Yes, I said
Is
it.
he a
I'm
furry?
going to do him. No, he's actually an undead dragon.
So he's a furry.
No, undead
Well,
dragons are
scale-
not furrykin.
Well, he would technically be a scaly.
Hey, you know what item I have to then send to her when she kills the dragon?
Oh.
Okay.
Rachel, you sound disappointed.
Well, like, I'm thinking to myself, huh? And then it's like, get it, got it. Ah.
I'm still way overpowered. I'm going to take off the cloak. I'm going to take off the cloak.
Maybe we should just go ahead and poke it.
Okay.
That's
Mr.
more-
Barnes, the stage manager. Finally,
Barnes?
everything is
Seriously?
in place. Well, his
That's
name says
the-
Barnes.
Oh, Barnes? I thought you said Bards for some
No,
reason.
Barnes. Look. Barnes.
Okay.
Everything is in place. Are you ready for your big stage debut? I
No.
am not an actor. Don't worry, you'll be fine. You look like a natural. Okay, I'll give it a try then. Splendid.
Well,
I will get the
You're
audience
gonna
ready.
face with all these
Break a
hippies.
leg. And if you're quiet, you can hear the audience. Oh, you can see them applauding too.
Mhm.
Tonight, things are not what they seem.
Which one did you get?
Your eyes may not be trusted.
I know which one it is because I ran in here earlier, but I'm not going to spoil it.
Take, for instance, this quiet, waiting for a visit from her
What?
granddaughter. Surely there is nothing to fear.
I like how it looks more like the wolf is now the introducer. The white light on him. Or maybe Neff's beaming him up. Don't know.
Beneath.
That's what Ryan had.
And now, on with the show.
Hey there, little red riding hood.
Okay. And I'm going to turn around because the stage actually came up. And, oh, hello, grandmother.
Oh, should I do it?
Hello, grandmother. Hello, my child. Oh, grandmother, what big ears you have. The better to hear you with, my child. Oh, grandmother, what big eyes you have. Oh, the better to see you with, my child. Oh, grandmother, what fat loots you have.
Oh, Grandma, what big hands you have. The better just bitch smack you in the face, my dear.
Wow,
Uh,
my wolf took him out in like one shot. Thanks, but now I'm stuck as this little gnome thing for the next 6 seconds.
Oh, oh you're just a little girl. It's cute.
And I couldn't loot the damn thing because it disappeared. Thanks. Fuck you. Fuck you all. I could shoot you all. What are you cheering over there for? I saw you cheer. Fuck you.
I see where Deco's split personality and psychotic nature comes from.
This is actually kind of scary. 'Cause I feel like it's delving into the depths of your mind, Kazusu.
That's okay.
It's a scary place.
Hello. Goodbye. Hello, goodbye. Hello, goodbye. You know, these the philanthropists, the ghostly philanthropists, used to give a lot of gold, and now they nerfed it. I wonder why.
Because of murder hobos.
Like me.
It's not something to be proud of.
Hello, chat. What did
I
one saggy boob say to the other saggy boob? Coming from Roguestar. We better get some support before someone thinks we're nuts. Is Google male or female? A female because it doesn't let you finish a sentence before making a suggestion. Oh, you guys crack me up. And now... I'll let you live. Okay.
Well, you didn't go assassinate Lincoln?
I was gonna say Bruce Wayne reference then. 7 years of bam.
And now we enter into the next section. I can't speak properly. The broken stairs. This door over here is the side entrance. But I'm not going to enter it because that would take me out of the raid. And I'm going to show you where the boss is that I am going to skip because I can't summon him. I'm also going to show you a magic trick. Now, remember, I'm facing back into the room with the stairway leading up towards the right. This is the Master's Terrace. This is where the Dragon Nightbane boss appears. And it appears by clicking on this urn, but as you can see, I can't click on it. Again, because I never completed the quest. The blackened urn is not available. But I will tell you a little bit about Nightbane. Nightbane is a summonable raid boss in Karazhan. He is a fiery skeletal dragon transformed by the Guardian Medivh from Arkanagos, and formerly of the Blue Dragonflight. Whilst not the ruler of Karazhan, a position apparently held by Prince Malkazar, many consider Nightbane to be the true final boss of the tower due to his superior difficulty in the earlier days of the dungeon's release. A raid member must have completed the questline Medivh's Journal to summon the boss. This means heroic shattered halls and I'm really bad with pronunciation. Seket halls must be partially completed in order to obtain the blackened urn, which is used to summon Nightbane. There is an event that happens pre, where Nightbane will fly over, but as Arkanagos, and it shows Medivh actually killing him and thus transforming him into Nightbane. So nice little cinematic. So I entered from the left door. I'm going to come back to the right side door, because there is a right door over here. And now all of a sudden it just brings us back on this side, where if you turn around and you come back,
Huh.
it's weird. Or maybe I'm just turned around. That happens too. I just thought it would have been cool because Karazhan is supposed to be a magical tower. So, to me that would have been like awesome. Free at last.
So.
Leave me alone. This is my nostalgia.
Okay. I was gonna say, how many more boshers?
6 more?
6.
6?
6?
6!
You just proved World of Warcraft is the devil's work.
Yes.
Am I just? No, don't do that. Don't.
Alright.
There's
We're coming upon the curator.
You know what the funny thing is? Drugs would be cheaper.
What?
Drugs would probably be cheaper.
Alright. We are now in the menagerie.
Why is there a dwarf there?
I love the tiles, though.
This statue has some significance. I just don't remember what this one is.
If you poke it, can you fight it?
No. Not clickable, not interactable.
Oh. That would have been actually kind of cool.
I'm gonna kill you all. And poof.
Wait, what the hell is that floating around him? Pixies?
No, those are
Slugs?
siphoners. No, they're siphoners, but they're a reskinned version of mana worms.
Mana worms?
Mm-hmm.
What the heck are mana worms?
I need to target something first.
Bye. They were introduced as, or I think they were introduced with Burning Crusade. They're just another mob. You're supposed to, they siphon mana from players who use magic.
Okay, so they're basically just parasites.
They're basically parasites.
Okay.
Go away, man.
These guys look like they're made of, like, crystal or something.
They're actually made of the arcane.
Oh.
Too many
Magic.
particle facts going on, and because I'm recording and doing too many things. That's why I'm seeing the.
You're doing way too many things.
I'm doing way too many things.
Just kill them.
Bye. Bye.
Mike has disappeared. There's
makes-
no Mike. Only
it's-
tool.
Their
What?
sparkly balls are too much for your computer.
His sparkly balls are too much for your computer. They're vampire balls, they're glistening.
Hey.
What?
All right. Let me come down to the end of the hall, and I'll read about the curator real quick.
Yeah. You got the balls.
Okay. The curator is the arcane guardian arcane guardian boss located.
Is for guests only.
Bunch of.
Well, that's rude.
Well,
Okay,
I
you can
I
just
like
sit
how
there
you're
and be
taking
mean.
like 100 damage.
I
Speak
will
and
say,
hopefully with
he's
the help.
very, he looks very fabulous.
All right, screw you.
Curator is no longer operational.
You basically just poked him.
Um,
Down the bitch.
Let me try that again. The curator is an arcane guardian boss located in the menagerie in Karazhan. This is not an optional boss, as raids wanting to kill bosses beyond it must first defeat the curator. The encounter is not difficult to learn, but is, for new raids, a rather hard second gear check. A raid able to defeat this boss in principle is well equipped enough to clear the whole instance. Perhaps except for Nightbane. Again, the boss that I have to skip. And being one of the more difficult bosses in this instance. I'm gonna try to run a little bit to go a little faster here. The Guardian's
It's
library
horrible.
was also annoying. Just because a lot of this trash was like hard to clear. Well, not really hard to clear. It was just annoying because look at how close a lot of this shit is to each other. If you weren't careful of where you stood, you could easily pull
It's too far away.
all of it.
Leroy Jenkins, okay.
Yeah.
Is that where Deca learned his battle tactics, though?
Leroy Jenkins.
Not necessarily. One thing that was cool that I remember about this was looking for the different books that gave you buffs while in here. And the one that I often picked up was the Book of the Worgen, which basically was just a damage increase. There's other ones that help with damage protection, healing increase, and something about spell power. There's like 4 different ones. Let's check on.
Could you only choose one of them, or 4 of
What do
them?
you call a
or...
lesbian dinosaur?
What?
Lickalotopus. Oh, that is so bad.
A what puss?
A lickalotopus.
Oh. It was bad.
Hi, guys. Bye, guys. Oh, that's right. You guys didn't die immediately. You popped. Yeah, I remember. That's why you guys were hard. I was like, I forgot, why was this area so insignificant? No, because the bosses popped, and it was like an instant kill. Or almost instant kill. I don't have to finish killing you. Or maybe I do, because you're in my way. Alright. Up we go. I'm just gonna bypass you guys because you're not important enough. The next boss is going to be, because it's right here, Terrestran Ilhoof. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Yes, Terrestian Ilhoof. Down in the repository. Why am I burning?
Did you leave some on the stove?
Nope.
Probably.
Hi. Okay. Hello, Mr. Terrestian.
Terrestrian?
Terrestian. Terrestian Ilhoof is a corrupted satyr located in the repository of Karazhan. He hides in a secret passage behind a bookcase in the library. Cleansing of his presence will halt the respawning of demons directly by the bookshelf, which I just passed. He is an optional boss, but his loot table makes his death profitable to most adventurers. So he was an easy boss in a sense. And now he's a dead boss.
Your destiny is the rituals are about.
Lots of noise.
We'll see. I came in like a Pokeball. I want more Pokeballs to catch 'em all.
Jesus Christ, Rachel.
Gonna break your bones.
The next boss,
Or
which is
rubber
right here,
to
is the Shade of Aran. before I encounter the boss, the Shade of Iran is a boss in the abandoned tower of Karazhan. He is the spirit of Nelius Iran, the father of the guardian Medivh, the previous occupant of Karazhan. He is located in the Guardian's Library, which is a small circular room with one door that closes and locks as soon as the fight begins. Shade of Iran is an optional boss, however, after he is defeated, a teleport to his room becomes available from Berthold, the doorman, and all trash mobs from the curator to Iran, except for the pact outside of Ilhoof's door, cease to respawn. So again, it was kind of preferable to defeat certain bosses to keep from their, from trash mobs respawning, considering that a lot of bosses you kind of wiped on and you just want to get past all of it. So, hi, Mr. Iran.
Who are you? What do you want? Stay away from me!
I'm sorry, I can't stay away from you. And you're barely hurting.
Burn, you hellish fiends!
Nope. I don't want to burn. Bye.
The nightmare is over.
There was a quick little tidbit. The staff Atish, staff of the Guardian, was once lootable from Karazhan. I think it was Karazhan. And because it's the staff of the Guardian, and Iran being the father of Medivh, the last Guardian, he'd actually have a different soundbite that would play for any person who actually had the staff on them, where he would be like, "Who are you? What are you doing with that staff? Did he send you?" It was kind of interesting. And now we're moving on. I think I have to go up still. Because then we have we have 3 more encounters. Let me check on YouTube chat. How are you doing, chat? Is it over yet? No. I'm taking a trip down memory lane. Oh yeah, I forgot. Encountering like one of them pulls 4 of them. Thanks. What I think is really fascinating is like you can look down on the other parts of this castle, and the ceiling is exposed to the twisting nether beyond.
I need a target.
Ethereal Thief. Bye. Nope. Die. 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 Where's my pup? There he is. Remember to come back down and to the left. Are you guys still there? Oh, apparently the call died. I will restart the call. I am now rejoined by Schultz.
Hoo.
What happened?
That time of day.
The normal thing that happens around this time.
We have Rachel Edwards back with us.
I'm here in spirit.
And unfortunately, the guinea pig did not answer the call, so maybe he just got tired.
I admit, it's an interesting game. Not meant for all.
I wouldn't pay money for it. That's just me.
Nether Spite. As you can see, an ethereal green dragon.
I can't see anything.
Oh, I do have to reshare the screen, don't I?
Yeah.
Because somebody dropped the call.
Oh, are you you're blaming for the same thing that happens every night, which is the theater drop.
Nether Spite is an immersed nether dragon found lurking in the Celestial Watch Medivh's personal observatory.
So it's perpetually on the rag.
As the only dragon found inside of the tower, he will use his otherworldly powers to vanquish any creature that attempts to go near him. This dragon's death is not required for further progress into the tower, but he does control the trash between Shade of Iran and the chess event. Again, just advantageous for clearing respawns.
Get it, Katie.
Hi, Mr. Netherspite. I'm sorry,
I don't think it's a mister. I think it's a lady.
but
Actually, that dragon looks so peaceful.
Yeah.
it's either you or me, and I'm gonna have to choose me every single time.
So many things are making sense now. I feel like you just went up into somebody's house and you just started killing everybody inside.
Well, it's technically the house of the last guardian, so yes, I did.
Yeah, don't try to justify it. You went up in somebody's house and you just started killing folks.
Let's see here.
Just so you know, we will be making that joke time and time again because it's essentially what comes down to video games because it doesn't allow a lot of freedom.
Also,
Oh,
like,
I understand. It's fine.
what did the maiden of virtue ever do to you?
She was too virtuous.
So you didn't like that she had a maiden head?
She had a pretty head. I just couldn't do anything with
Okay.
it.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna pose not a World of Warcraft but an RPG question.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to. I don't know, Strang, if I'm gonna have to make a new character.
Just because of the awkward positions that we've been in for like the last 3 weeks.
Well, here's the funny thing is, I saw it coming. I was just surprised by some party members being really retarded.
Ooh, I got a menagerie custodian. There was something worth coming here after all. I got a pet. Sorry.
This explains a lot.
Go ahead, Mike.
This explains a lot.
What?
Ooh, a pet. But a new character, and because here's the thing too, Rachel and Katie and anyone who's listening, there's a possibility that my character Velma, she may die.
In a game that we're another D&D game that we're playing.
Yes.
Just to clarify
Again,
for
yeah,
the
I like
chat.
how Rachel puts it again.
Oh yeah, that's right. You could get nether wing eggs from here. Oh, I forgot that you could.
Mike, you will have effectively killed Velma twice then.
No, actually, I.
Okay,
the
well, the second time you wouldn't have done it. It will technically be
the DM.
Yeah.
But what was going through my head is if I've chosen a new character, I was trying to think of another one, and I was looking at the stat blocks and stat things and all that other shit, and I jumped in, and I saw I can play as a Goliath, and it's essentially 2 to strength, 1 to con, and my brain just literally clicked in. Hey, I could play a fighter.
Oh, it's so cute. Menagerie custodian.
You're like, oh, it's so cute. Let's kill it.
It's mechanical too.
Hello, Mr. Menagerie custodian. Hello. How are you?
Do pets have to be careful of anything? Do they get killed, or are they just there?
The little minion pets, no, they're just there. But my wolf here, yeah, he can be killed.
Balto.
Yes, yes, I named
Also,
my pet Balto.
oh, well, I appreciate calling him that.
I also have. Oh, I have to dismiss the other pet.
No, Rogue, I'm not killing off Scooby and the gang.
I also have a dragon hawk.
Alrighty.
But no, essentially, I was thinking of creating a fighter. Part of me wanted to build an Eldritch Knight.
Do it. A Goliath Eldritch Knight. That would be interesting.
Well, truth be told, I was thinking of a little min-maxing of making sure my fighter is properly designed to smash your skull in, and going for a build of what was it? Not Eldritch Knight, a fighter who is a battle master, going for the grounds of, hey, I help pretty much building the character up. Oh my god, chess game, cool.
Yay, it's just game.
Ah, yes, this is the next event. The chess event. In Karazhan must be solved in order to reach Prince Malkazar. The raid plays a sort of chess match against the Echo of Medivh, who's just pacing around right now. Although the analogy to chess is usable, Doom Guards are stronger than footmen, for example. Doom Guard to the left there. It's not very strict, such as the pieces as they move will just attack anything that stands in the square adjacent to it. And pretty much like where the knight would be, or in this case the orc wolf, doesn't necessarily have to move like a knight would. It doesn't have to move in the L shape, it can just move one. Everything just moves one space at a time.
Okay.
This event can be soloed. It's just going to be a pain in the ass, and I hope that I get it the first time. Because in order to progress, I have to beat the chess event. It's easier when you have...
Do you know well chess enough?
There is a strategy. You have to basically move the pawns out from in front of the Doom Guards. And then you have to... Actually, it's the ones diagonals, because you move them diagonally. And then I have to move these two grunts out of the way.
Well, how do you move them?
I'll show you in a moment. I basically possess them. I just hope that I can do this. Because I'm supposed to kill King Lane. But I'm going to have to take out his human conjurer first, because the conjurer is going to heal.
But what are the odds that people would just be standing on a chessboard waiting for someone to come by and...
Okay. Oh, Medivh, I really don't want to do this, but okay.
Well, actually, this is one of the interesting things I was just reading. Read about, was like a lot of good game design, level design. A lot of them came from old D&D people. Apparently, I think the guys who originally made the first Doom, they were huge and big in D&D, and the reason why a lot of the maps seemed really cool and intricate is because many of them were used to doing those things, building those maps.
Control grunt. I'm going to move forward one space and click out.
Yeah, and at least to me, that's when it came to like little game stuff. Like that's really what it got my interest. That's why. It's probably why me trying to be a DM, I'm very.
Ooh.
What the hell?
I have to play Peace Hopscotch.
This seems like a lot of clicking for.
Well, Don't forget, I'm soloing it.
It was supposed to be a team thing.
Yep. Because you have a rate of 10.
Yeah, I think I would have a conniption fit. Yeah, this ain't playing like chess. This would drive me up the wall.
No, it's not playing like chess. Okay. Control grunt. Move
I
forward.
thought that was cute. I saw your little guy just waddle right after you when you teleported down.
Yep, he
It's
follows.
like, Mommy, don't ignore me. Don't abandon me. Don't be like Aaron Strong.
Oh god, don't say
Oh. Okay, of course the prince hasn't come... Oh, now the king comes out. Okay. Now the king comes out. Of course he does. And Medivh cheats. Fuck you, Medivh! I hate you! Of course, now I have to move the chief first. Of course you fucking do.
I'm guessing he did it AoE to fuck you up.
Medivh cheats. It happens.
And if it didn't turn out like that, what would have happened?
I'd have to start the event all over again. Okay. And I'm gonna fireball you, because I need to kill you as fast as possible. It kind of would help if the frickin' war chief was facing the correct direction. God damn it.
But no, I was gonna say, as I was thinking of doing a Goliath fighter, I like the idea of an Eldritch Knight, but it's like, I was also thinking of doing a Battle Master. It's like, it was between those two, because if I do the Battle Master, just reading what, like, the crazy shit I can do with that. Like, I can disarm person, knock them down, like, trip them up, stuff like that. And, like, I'm just thinking that that might be better in the long term for at least the group that I'm in, the Sunday game with Katie.
I wasn't sure that that was still even going on.
The guy canceled it for a few weeks. Essentially, we're left on a quote unquote, "Oh my God, are we gonna live?" moment.
He probably pussied out and he's gonna Deus Ex Machina out of it.
I don't think so, and also, I kind of know. Here's the thing, because I'm going to most likely have. Because I'm most likely going to be running that campaign module next after Horde,
Mm-hmm.
I have to. Pretty much, I know I have to read bits and pieces of it to know what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
But no, but it's like he's not gonna properly Deus Ex Machina it out, but it's still.
Okay,
But no,
Mr.
but all it was is
Command.
because I was just thinking of I can easily. Here's my problem. If it was us, sorry. Here's the thing. If it was us, I would have no problem because I've been like, oh, I can help you out. I can balance things out. But in this group, I'm concerned about playing a battle master because I can play him as a very good support character and a protector character. It just pisses me off that my thought, like, I think these guys are. I think those two players are gonna really fuck me over.
God damn it.
You're trying to play something beefy.
Exactly, because when it came down to it, I'm thinking, oh, I could play a Goliath. What the Goliath gets is essentially once per short or long rest, I roll a d12 plus my con modifier, and I can remove that amount of damage. I can just that damage reduction. And I was just thinking, with the level of stupid that these guys got, if I played
Really?
as, yeah.
You realize you would basically be Groot then. You'd be Groot.
Well, it's not even just Groot. It's just a simple fact that I just, oops, stab me. Hey,
Or-
that point doesn't count.
Or Hodor.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like that's the only reason why it's like I want to play it because as a battle master, I got one of the techniques, which is fancy footwork.
Mm-hmm.
I roll a dice, and I add that to my armor class. So if I roll high enough, I essentially could theoretically get like 32 AC, as long as I keep on moving. My concern is seeing how this group plays.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to waste the energy in it because there's no synergy with most of the other group.
I have to do this all over again.
But you see what I'm saying? It's like it's an option because I as playing the game, the little bit I've had the luxury of playing, but more had to do DMing. I don't. This is why if you min max, I kind of get a little more aggressive towards you, and it's why like when it came down to it, I'm like, oh, you're not playing a min max character. Let me give you let me not punish you like a jackass. Like if you literally say, hey, I want to play a retarded character, I'm going to not abuse you. Not because I have pity, but because if you're going to play it like a retarded character, you're going to make me laugh throughout half the game. So I'm going to go for it. But part of me thinks I might be better off as Eldritch Knight because it's essentially, hey, I smack a couple people around with the swords, I hit high enough level that I can use just cantrips as my bonus action, so I'm just constantly pumping out damage. You see what I'm saying? Like why I'm like trying to figure out like what's the best way of going in that retarded group. Call him Groot. Oh God. Roguestar, I don't want to do Groot. I really don't. Though I might be an evil bastard if I go pure instead of putting charisma in my dump step, put it in int, and play him as a fucking lecherous bastard. and since he gets bonus
Wait, if he's a Goliath, doesn't that mean that he's got a huge smile?
I could theoretically play him like that, though I think that would piss off a few of the other guys.
Yes, it would. Boy, if you're a Goliath... Okay, just how big are you, exactly?
I can be about 7 feet tall or so.
So basically,
feet
you're a
tall.
basketball player... And,
A basketball player? No, basketball player about 350 or so odd pounds.
okay, what I'm saying...
I'm not the weight of a I'm heavier than a normal basketball player. I could literally be 350, 400 pounds and just kind of just smash in like a shock trooper.
What I'm saying is that...
God damn it!
Are you saying that's your cat?
Your warlock went down.
Yes.
She died?
Question, is this a mandatory...
Yes,
you have to be...
Yes. And now I can't even select the... I can't select the option. Okay. Alright. I knew I was going to face difficulty with this. I knew I was. Oh. Oh, okay. Never mind.
You might be stuck here. You might have to stop.
Well, I mean, I'm going to keep streaming if you don't want to stay, Rachel. But
Oh,
that's
I know.
okay.
Oh, no, I'm saying eventually because eventually it's gonna get late. And...
No, but that's the reason why I was thinking of doing a Goliath. I got that bonus damage reduction. Do you think I should... Rachel, do you think I should do an Eldritch Knight?
Was it an Eldritch Knight? You said?
Yeah, think of him as a spell sword. I'm in plate armor. I can kind of whip around some
Oh, so like
magic.
a mercenary.
A mercenary that can shoot magic and swing a sword around. It's like I'm either that or a battle
But
master.
actually pretty cool. I've never heard of that. That character class must be new.
It's essentially a clicked-in
really?
version of the spell sword.
Okay.
Oh, my mouse doesn't want to click at all. Okay. Oh, that's lovely. No wonder. I'm experiencing technical difficulties.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, so much for
To stream. Karazhan stream.
Is this the time to say, ladies and gentlemen, good night?
I'm gonna try something real quick. Oh, of course I can. See, I don't get it. I can click on everything else, but I can't click on the menu. Alright, let me try one though. Let me try exit and enter again.
But no, so you think the Eldritch Knight would be cooler, Rachel?
This would sound interesting. You could also be Groot. Or any of the normal, ordinary classes.
No, but it's just like it was maybe that's the biggest thing is like trying to poke the other people for what their other classes could be, and not really getting an answer because there's really no synergy with the other group. Well, not the other group. It's actually it's just two players that are not with synergy at all.
This
What
it had
what
to
I'm
happen
say,
at
they're
least
being
once.
assholes.
It had to happen at least once.
What had to happen?
Everybody dying?
Technical difficulties
Ah.
during a raid, during a
Oh.
stream.
For a second there, I thought you were talking about you guys are all probably gonna die in that D&D game. Has to happen at least once.
Well, maybe this is my thing. I would like to at least not die or have a game end like that at least once because every single time I try to get the D&D games to go, something always happens. Someone dies, or the game is killed, or DM turns out to be a raging jackass.
Yeah, so here's a lesson. Don't be that DM.
Or don't be that guy in the campaign. I mean, seems like you have two folks being that guy in your campaign, just fucking up everything.
Okay,
Yeah.
apparently it was an issue with my, I had an issue with my, whatchamacallit? What do you want to call it?
Bandwidth?
No, it wasn't bandwidth. I had an issue with an add-on.
Ah. But no, yeah, essentially we have two players or those type of players, and it really, really, really screws a lot. And apparently that they take advantage of being the DM and they start reading the manual of the module. It's like, oh fuck. Be a low-level cleric.
Loktar Ugar.
Well, that's the thing is, like, with our group, I'm more interested in the silliness and the fun. So I don't care if you make a drooling idiot. If you make me laugh and you have a good time, that's more important than a lot of the stuff.
Okay.
Because I was tempted to really make the first time I rolled for a dwarf and made him a cleric, and he was literally low on int. And I'm thinking, oh my god, I can play a retard. I can pull him because he had like 18 wisdom, but he had like 6 or so int. And I was literally gonna go, oh, can I play him as a retard? He doesn't understand why he's healing people so greatly.
You could hypothetically speaking just kind of like speak in like moans, like yeah.
Yes, that's exactly how I was gonna do it.
They'll be like, hey dude. And you're like,
Okay, let me get the warlock out of there.
I would literally have him begging people for ice cream.
Ice cream. Who has ice cream, please?
Oh gosh. Like you should totally do that.
Here's the thing. Then I would literally need someone to be the DM that I trust.
Or they have to let you do it yourself.
Yes, exactly. Why do you think I said I have to find a DM I trust? Because the other DMs I had were, hey, can I just be silly and can I just be fun? I'm not meaning like retarded, but like, can I just have fun? That they would literally go, like, oh yeah, I'll let you be fun, and then they try to abuse my dump stat that I was using for like role playing. So in short, they would literally make sure magically I'd always run across stuff that I'd always have to pass an int test constantly. It's like, oh, you jackass. Or I think the best one is I says, oh, I want to pull my assassin that they're very dexterous, they're very quick, but she can't for the life of her pick up a cardboard box. Yeah, Katie knows which one, and and I was playing that off, and then it was like, God damn it!
Perhaps a change.
Yes, a sorcerer with high charisma that has things for dragons. That's Panina Chan's character.
Oh,
But no,
yeah.
but that's essentially what I would do. It's like I would literally play that retarded character, have fun with it. That's why I was having fun. And then when he tried to screw me over do all these athletic checks and do these strength checks, like I'm not designed for this. I'm designed to be ha ha ha. I'm weak, and that's where oh, it's your birthday. You get to get a free magical item. Like I'm taking the belt of giant strength because you're fucking me over on the strength checks always. Nope.
Please let me win. Please let me win.
What about the orc?
Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. That's it. I'm gonna die.
What about those other orcs? Aren't you gonna have them run closer to trigger him? They're not acting in the background.
Oh, please. Oh, please. I can't. I can't. And I'm gonna die. This was like the closest that I could get. I have like a limited amount of moves. And of course you're gonna smack me, aren't you? You're gonna smack me, aren't you? Yeah, you're gonna smack me. You're gonna smack. Of course you are. Yep, that was it. That was like the closest that I could get.
Well, remember you said. Good night, Dad. Remember you said you actually had to be having whatchamacallit, more than one person for this.
But it is soloable. It is soloable. I guess it's just a matter of luck and... It is a matter of luck and, just knowing which pieces to go after. I'm gonna give it one more shot. I'm gonna give it one more shot. I'm gonna have to start with this one, then that one. Yeah, of course everybody can't help. Of course everybody is too busy, can't help. All I need is one extra person, that's all.
What do you need?
Move forward. Why are you facing the wrong way, you dipshit? I don't understand that. Okay. And then you. And then you. Come on. How does the human get all the way up there so quick? Move you there. See, this doesn't make any sense.
Here's a question: are you sure?
All right, Mr. Doomguard.
Are you sure the SERM strategy will work now? Are you sure they didn't change it?
Again, it's... Here. And then the War Chief pops that. I'm gonna move you. Come on. Control Grunt. Move forward. It might actually help if you were facing the correct way. You douchebag.
No matter.
Control Grunt. Move forward.
not become too complacent.
No shit! Oh, always on the fucking war chief. Alright. Come on. Control.
Unnecessary sacrifice.
Slay them all.
The thing that gets me is it's not like chess. It's like, I don't even know how to go about this.
Face forward.
Wheels have begun to turn.
Too diddly dee. Farmer's life for me.
Control.
Sunshine, lollipops and rainbows and everything. That's what we're
Toot. God damn it.
together.
Okay, all I have to do is take out that conjurer, and we're good.
Oh yeah, and the thing with Goliath, apparently I think they have 3-tiered names.
No matter
A lot of interesting things with them.
But yeah, who do? What now?
The Goliaths, I think they are 3-tiered name versions. Where essentially there's reasons for their names.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay, this looks like it's doable now.
yes, of course.
Good. You're done. You're dead. Okay.
Necessary sacrifice.
A necessary
Victory?
sacrifice. Nope. I just now don't have to worry about anybody healing King Lane.
The wheels have begun to turn.
The wheels have begun to turn, huh? No, King Lane is gonna die. I'm gonna kill him. Down with King Lane. Come on, I dare you to step closer, you son of a bitch.
Must not become too complacent.
Oh, so you want to do that, huh? No. I'm gonna take you down. I'm gonna take you down, you son of a bitch. That's right. I'm gonna take you down. I'm gonna take you down, town.
Just so you know about talking about these things, Kate, you probably wouldn't be bad to splice the images into a quicker, shorter ones per one instead of a long live stream of it.
I could do that.
And I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm not trying to give you more work. But it's like I'm just looking at this like because it's like it's interesting to do like those little lead ups towards it. But when it comes down to the thing itself,
No. It's. You're right. I'm always looking for new ideas. This is my first stream, and I'm sure it'll get easier as it goes. I'm afraid to move the warlock up. Of course he's gonna step there. Of course you are. Of course you're gonna step there.
Yes, of course.
well, isn't he moving into range of everyone?
Yes, he is, which is only making it easier for me, so I'm gonna win. Thank you.
Nothing less than perfection will do.
Thank you. Of course, with a full party, it makes it all that much more easier to do this event, but, you know. Come on, Balto.
Balto.
And he only took 4 of my grunts. That was, like I said, sometimes it's luck. Hello, Mr. Creepy Fiend Beast.
That little guy chasing after you, I get a kick of. But yeah, if I went for that, I would probably do the
I was never up here.
I need to target something first.
as I said, I'd probably be doing the Goliath as a shock trooper. But, like, part of me wants to figure one that has a strength and inbuilt bonus,
Oh,
so I can kind of take advantage of that. So I can make a
Medivh's Chambers. I see.
so I can make a stronger Eldritch Knight. And that's just me. I know, I shouldn't be first looking at min-maxing, but
Hey, everybody does it at least once.
no, it's not even about doing it once. It's only because of the players I'm with.
Oh, this is...
That's usually what makes me min-max.
And this is just a no-nonsense room. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
What? Yes, yes, yes. How you doing, chat? I know that it's been a grueling walk down memory lane, especially with me failing 4 times, 3 or 4 times on chess.
Yeah, it proves women can't do chess then, right?
I guess. And now we are in Nether Space with Prince Malchezaar. And I promise this is the last boss. Prince Malchezaar. Little is known about him except that he is a Manari Eradar. Excuse me. He's an Eradar, which is what the Draenei race is. He claims to be a prince and that he is a member of the Burning Legion. It is unknown how or when he arrived at Karazhan, or what his purpose there is. He apparently arrived while some of the agents of the Violet Eye were still alive inside Karazhan, and it is likely shortly before Karazhan was sealed. For his loot, we can learn more from him and what he did before coming to Karazhan. He has the Sun Fury Bow of the Phoenix, which I hope drops. I really do hope, because then I can transmog my current bow. Which could indicate that he had been in contact with the Blood Elves. Possibly he sealed the alliance with Kil'jaeden and Kel'Thuzad's Sunstrider. He has also obtained Gromhal Scream's axe Gorehowl. It's possible that he went to Ashen Vale and invocated the demon in Demonfall Canyon. If he has the Book of Medivh, the Burning Legion has a plan for him, invocating something, possibly Nightbane boss as the players, or for future use, which I'm wondering if they'll expand upon with the release of patch 7.1. Anyway, he has to maintain the power and the influence of the Burning Legion in Karazhan. Hence why I guess he stays here. Alright, Mr. Malchezaar. What I remember most about this is the tanks would pull him way over here, and I would sit my ass all the way over here and call for when there would be meteors and telling the rest of the group to get the fuck out of the way. Because depending on some of the angles, you can't fucking see, because the meteors would always come from this direction. Oh! Gallery rules would be strictly enforced, really. You talk. I like you.
Not for long.
Okay. Alright, Mr. Prince Malchezaar. Time to put you down.
Okay, I gotta ask you, why are some of these characters like this, like a Draenei like that, so huge comparatively to you?
It could be said the power that is infused with them, because he is part of the Burning Legion, just grew to be that size. Kil'jaeden.
Check your loot.
Yeah, let me check the loot. Aw. No. Oh, Gorehowl dropped. But no Sun Fury. Aw. / cry. Kil'jaeden, Archimonde, and Valen the Prophet were all leaders of the Draenei back on their home planet. Kil'jaeden and Archimonde were enticed by the Legion Lord Sorgaris to be part of the Burning Legion, to basically be corrupted and become demons, whereas the Prophet Velen did not. And he took some of his people and they fled from their home world and basically were trying to escape ever since. Killed Jaden and Archimon definitely grew in stature with the corruption of their their beings. So I can only assume that all the other Edadar
Mm-hmm.
that are also corrupted are just huge. Also for the fact that, I mean, they're bosses. They kind of have to be big, especially when you're dealing with 10, 25, sometimes 40 party members. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors. Look
No, I
at
was
this.
just curious. I'm just curious because of all the stuff.
It's actually pretty cool, and there was a video done by Hayden Games basically showing how Karazhan actually really looks from the outside
Mm-hmm.
with the mapped in zones like this. It's
Mm-hmm.
basically all just smoke and mirrors, but it's still visually amazing.
Well, maybe that's my thing with me. A lot of these games, like I don't mind doing this, and it comes down to the simple fact that never really having friends to play these games. And as a kid, it almost instilled into me like multiplayer is a weird concept for me. Like it's a weird concept for me. Like I can do it, but it's always never felt natural because I've always felt like the multiplayer takes away from the single player. And a game like this, maybe the thing is I see it as it's a little too big for its own good, where a lot of the stuff is stretched out, type of thing.
Aw.
Hmm.
So, I guess before we wrap up, anything from chat? Anything else you guys want to say? Anything that you guys, Schultz or Rachel, want to say?
No, I don't know.
Everyone keep their crack addictions in control, and they claim they do. Grab them away violently.
Yeah.
Even more unrealistic, a player, a ginger who is considered attractive.
Yeah, 12,
Oh,
yeah,
why did I
there's
go
12
back?
steps, and, just saying, the first step is when you have an issue. You know? But then you're, like, supposed to turn your life over to something. And the funny thing is that the 12 step people, like, just totally bullshitted their way out. They're like, guys, it doesn't have to be a religious thing. You can turn your life over to a rock. I'm like, are you shitting me? Like, every day you go out to the rock and say...
Oh, Chancellor in chat basically said the lore was pretty solid. There's more lore to it. I was just, again, clipping notes from WoW Wikia to give just a little introduction to each boss. I would like, this is probably the third time I'm saying it, I would like to extend a video like this and clip in pieces or maybe just make a whole new video going into story and lore. I'd like to talk more about the Guardian Medivh, going back into the history of Warcraft 3, maybe even talking about the previous two Guardians before him. There's just so much to talk about. So, why are these books glowing? Oh, it's because of the shit that I killed that I never looted. Exception of Space Goats BC had top lore. Yes, it did. It did. And I again, I will always keep coming back to Kara even after the patch releases. It's still one of my favorite raids. I'm not tired of it at all. There's things like in Burning Crusade. I'm sorry, not Burning Crusade. Wrath of the Lich King that do kind of get old, like Old War. Old War got old real fast, and I'm still not done because I still have to get achievements. Once I'm done getting the achievements, I have no reason to go back ever. I'm gonna use my Goblin Guider. Goblin Guider! Goblin Glider! Goblin Glider! I love being an engineer!
Would you like to say goodnight to the crowd?
I suppose this would be an appropriate time to say goodnight, and where better than in the menagerie? I'm gonna...
Round.
And, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Again, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. Please let me know in the comments what you like, dislike, and if you want to see more. Say goodnight, Rachel.
Bye, Rachel.
Say goodnight, Schultz.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
And, again, thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to doing more of these. Take care.
Bye.